another water sport which used to be clearly marked for men only. She's Britain's most successful woman single sculler.
Okay.
This Sunday morning, like every Sunday of the year, Beryl will be out on the River Thames at Hammersmith, training in one of the most grueling of activities for anyone, male or female. Beryl's list of achievements is long. Her proudest success so far is the silver medal in the single sculls in the 1981 World Championships. She took part in the 1976 Olympics, the first time women were allowed to row in the Olympic Games, and in the 1980 Moscow Olympics. She'll almost certainly be chosen for this year's Games in Los Angeles. Her mother, Pat, who's 60, used to go down to Hammersmith just to give her daughter moral support. But in the last year, Pat has taken up running, while her husband cycles behind, giving her moral support. Pat, why did you start running?
Well, I discovered that I was horribly overweight. I started by the day on my birthday getting on the scales and finding I was 12 stone 8 pounds, 7 pounds. And I'd never been that weight before, so I decided to get some of it off.
Beryl, what did you think of that weight?
Well, I noticed my mother putting on weight, but it wasn't that bothered me, actually. It wasn't the weight factor. It was the fact that she'd lost her sparkle for life, her determination to overcome a problem. And it was the day she said she had a headache, and my mother doesn't have headaches. And I thought, right, you're coming to play badminton with me. And after 10 minutes of badminton, she couldn't cope.
Everything ached. I felt literally glued to the floor, and I just had to stop. There was nothing more I could do.
So when you started your running schedule, how did you build it into your life? How did it actually affect you?
Well, I know that I'm better in the mornings, and I got up. My husband came with me, which was a great help, and I went to the local park, which is a 5-minute ride away on my bicycle. That warms you up a little.
How hard did you find the running?
I suffered aches and pains, and particularly across my chest. And then, after a while, up my legs. And I think my knee gave out on one occasion, and my ankle gave out on one occasion. So you have to learn to run again and learn to keep the strength going.
How do you feel now?
Well, I have sparkle, as Beryl has put it. I can think clearly. I don't get so upset and lifeless as I did before.
Are you pleased with yourself?
Yes, I'm very pleased with myself.
What does your husband say?
Oh, he's very pleased too. In fact, he was telling me my progress. You know, well, you've lost a bit of fat off there, and your back is shaping up a bit more. You know, it was a great help.
Beryl, can you tell us about your training schedule? How hard do you have to work?
As hard as I can, ultimate, because it's a direct payback. The harder you work, the better you will become. So it's worth your while to push yourself as hard as you can if you want to achieve the best.
But doesn't it hurt?
Yes, it hurts, but getting up in the morning is a pain. Getting yourself hot and sweaty, getting yourself cold, getting yourself tired. But at the same time, I enjoy winning.
What are people's attitudes to you like?
I'm frequently being told by men that you can't weight train, women don't weight train, and that they shouldn't be running. But it's through their ignorance. There is no reason on earth why a woman cannot do anything that a man can do. You're going to have limitations, obviously, through her strength. That goes without saying. But there's absolutely no reasons why you can't do the same as any human being. The body is, in fact, made to run and exercise.
People say it's not a thing that women should do. Where do you think that attitude comes from?
Society. From their parents, from their friends, from the media. And I'm not saying that as a PE teacher, I still have to fight myself and say, well, hang on, why can't she do that? She can do that. So I suffer from it too.
Why do you think that women should exercise more?
because the body is made to move. Not only is it purely for muscle side of it, that you firm up your muscles and get rid of excess fat, it is also, exercise gives you a feeling of well-being, and this is continually forgotten, that directly you finish exercise, you have a masochistic sense of, although it hurts, and although I feel hot and sweaty, I did well. And it's a feeling of satisfaction.
What will you do when you have to stop?
Die. I will stop racing, obviously, at one time or another, top-class international racing, but I will change it over to another sport. In fact, that's what I feel I lack at the moment. I am so specialised in one particular area that I actually want to go and do something else so that I have an all-round personality.
How important do you think it is to like your own body?
It's part of your character and personality. It's a very important part of, if you respect your body, you respect yourself.